Welcome to the next class of Web Applications and Security, that is Unit 4 of IT 402. Today we are going to look at a new session, that is session number 3 and 4 of Unit 4, and that is your instant messaging. Instant messaging and chatting with Google Talk. This is session number 3 and 4. In your previous sessions, that is in session 1 and 2, we had learned about accessibility options and networking concepts. So today we are going to start with a new session, which is instant messaging. So what is instant messaging? Instant messaging is a form of communication over the internet that offers instantaneous transmission of text-based messages from a sender to a receiver. So when you send text messages or messages along with file transfers, audio chats, video calling, conferencing, sharing of your desktops, along with your regular text messages, then all this becomes a part of instant messaging. That is messaging from a receiver to from a sender to a receiver. When you send and the person receives the message instantaneously, then that is called as instant messaging. This instant messaging always happens on a real-time basis. That means the person sends the message and instantaneously or spontaneously he gets the response for that. You must have seen that if two people are logged on to a WhatsApp chat, instantaneously you can keep on sharing messages with each other, or even if it is a chat messenger box or any of the type of instant messaging services, the response is instant and spontaneous. But also there are certain softwares which allow you to get messages on an offline mode, and that is called as the offline messages. So instant messaging services or software is widely used both for personal reasons, for personal use, as well as for commercial purposes. Nowadays almost all the offices are using WhatsApp or any other type of instant messaging softwares for communication among each other. Even in a personal level, on a personal level also, you will find that most of your communication with your friends, relatives are all through the instant messaging medium. So here is a slide which depicts what is exactly instant messaging. So it means a real-time communication between two people via a computer which is any other medium which is connected over the internet. So in simple words, it allows you to have a live chat using your devices like a computer, a mobile, etc. on using the over the internet. So this is what is instant messaging. Now, what are the features of instant messaging? The first important feature is that you can send text messages to one or more persons. It is similar to an SMS service, or the messages can be sent to one person or to multiple people. You can do audio calling and conferencing. That means, what is the meaning of audio calls? You can along with your text messages, you can also send do audio calling to them, and you can also conference people. That means take many people together at the same time on the same call. Similarly, we can do a video conferencing where along with the audio, you can also see the video of the people whom you are chatting with. Similarly, there can be conference facilities available. You can do a lot of file transfers in instant messaging. That means there is no limit to the number of files like documents and spreadsheets, audio files, video files, which you can transfer along with your messages. Also, another important feature is you can save the messages for your future use. That means the history of your messaging can be saved. So these are some of the key features of instant messaging. One of the most important requirements for an instant messaging is the existence of an instant messaging account. So every participant who wants to take part in this messaging service, they need to sign up to some software, some instant messaging software. Now it has to be a valid account. They will verify that account according to what are the requirements, that is your email address, your phone number, etc. And then only when both the sender and the receiver has got a account, they will be able to chat together using that account. For example, all these instant messaging softwares have got different formats. For example, you have got the Yahoo Messenger, the Windows Live Messenger, which uses email, or you have got certain other messengers like the Skype account, where both the parties, the sender as well as the receiver, should have Skype accounts valid Skype accounts so that they can chat. Even for that matter, if you look at WhatsApp also, both the people whom you are sending, the receiving person and the sender, they both of them should have WhatsApp with them on their phones. So this way, an instant messaging account is the most important requirement for instant messaging. Now, there are two types of instant messaging softwares. First is the application-based instant messaging. In an application-based instant messaging software, it needs to be downloaded onto your computer, and only after it is downloaded you can use it. So some of these application-based softwares are the Google Talk, the Yahoo Messenger, Skype, Windows Live Messenger, or Rediff Bowl. All these are examples of application-based messaging softwares. That means you need to download it and install it onto your machine. Only then you can use it. The next one is the web-based application software. That is the web-based instant messaging software. In web-based instant messaging software, it is accessed through any of the web browsers like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, any of these. It is not, you don't need to download anything. You can directly go instantly on the web. It is there and you can start using it. For example, Meebo or the MSN Web Messenger, IMO, etc. All these are examples of web-based instant messaging softwares. So here you have got some logos which you must be very familiar with. You must have seen it many a time. Google Talk, Skype and WhatsApp and Yahoo Messenger. All these are some of the very common instant messengers which are becoming very popular these days. So now let us understand one of the examples of an instant messaging software, that is the Google Talk. Now Google Talk is an instant messaging service that provides both text and video communication. It was developed by Google Inc. and Incorporation, and this Google Talk, it is used to make video calls also, and along with that you can get a live view update of your Gmail mailbox. So this is free. Google Talk is free and it is available as an application based also. That means you can download Google Talk and install it on your laptops, your desktops, your mobile phones, etc. Or you can also use the web based application which is Google Talk just by signing in through your Google Mail account. So it is, Google Talk is both a web based one also as well as an application based instant messaging. Either one of them you can use it, but you need to have a Gmail account for both these purposes. So either you download it onto your mobile, your desktop or your laptop, or you can use it directly by any web browser with the help of your Gmail account. So when you log on to your Gtalk, that means your Google Talk, you get a screen. When you log on to using your Gmail account, you can get to see your emails also, and along with that you can get a Google Talk where all the live participants will be shown to you in green color, and whomever you want to chat with, you can just click on that person's name, and besides that you can start instantly chatting with that particular person. You can also give a you can also have a live chat or a call using your Gtalk. That is my Google Talk. So this way it is the most common and very user-friendly type of an application, instant messaging application. So what I just explained again, all the people in your contact list will be seen in green color. You can start typing in the chat box there by instantly double clicking on the contact. A pop-up window will open up, and where you can type your message, and instantly the other person gets to see the message and he will respond back to your message. So this way you can continuously go on chatting with each other using the Google Talk. So this is how a chat dialog box looks like. So you can also, on top of the chat box, you can also see a call button, which with the help of which you can do video calling to your friends or relatives. So this is a slide which shows you how exactly a chat happens in Google Talk. Google Talk was just one example of an instant messaging software. Any messaging softwares that you use, the methodology of doing a messaging or talking on a video call or an audio call is almost the similar, except the interface would be slightly different. But in all instant messaging software, there are certain etiquettes that need to be followed by a person when you are chatting. So let us look at some of the etiquettes or manners that you have to follow when you are chatting with a person, be it a relative or be it personal or official. First thing is that your message should be short and to the point. You should not go on elaborating and write pages and pages of message, because it becomes very difficult to type as well as to for the other person on the other side to read it. So always keep it short. First, always introduce yourself or yours on the screen before you type, because sometimes your name may not appear in their contact list. So it is always better to first introduce yourself by name before you chat. Then always ask if the other person has the time to chat now. You may have a very important message to give the person, or you may be having free time, but the recipient may or may not be, may be busy or may not be busy. So it is always better to first ask for if the person is ready to have a chat with you or no. When you are doing a business chat or in a business environment, you should know exactly what you want to discuss. Do not beat around the bush. Do not keep on writing points which are irrelevant to the subject. Always try to keep it to what is the topic that is being discussed and stick to that point. Next important thing, very important part is that you should never message using uppercase. It is extremely rude and considered very aggressive and shouting like if you will type in uppercase. So always try to chat with lowercase. Next one is give time for a person to respond. Just don't keep on bombarding and going on just putting questions and without waiting for the response. Just after you put a message, wait for the person or give enough time for that person to respond to that particular message. Only then you can put in the next message. Do not keep on and on putting multiple messages one after the other. Then it breaks the link and the person does not understand which message and what is the next message. So that becomes, there is a cut in the communication if you keep on putting messages one after the other. So wait for it, the person to properly give the response to a particular message. Another important rule of chatting is that you should always try to give a person undivided attention. It is not just a sign of respect, but if you have multiple conversations which are happening, it may distract you from what you are typing. It so happens many a times that when you are chatting with multiple people and when multiple people are online, then some messages which are not meant for one person will go to the other person. So it is always better to, you will miss out on very important points, or you will lose a grip on your conversation if you will keep on chatting with multiple people at the same time. So try to see to it that you give undivided attention to one person when you are chatting. It does not mean that you should not chat with others, but you have to be very careful about what you are chatting with each person. So try to give undivided when you are communicating, especially in a formal environment or in a official group. You have to always see to it that it is done in a very professional way. You have to give undivided attention to the person whom you are chatting with. Then it is very important, the last point is that you have to end instant messaging very properly. That means you have to inform to the other person that the chat is over and you will not be sending any more messages. Otherwise, you will just keep on asking that person to be waiting, and it may at times show that the person is active, but you must have already logged out from the chat. So it is always better to end a messaging conversation very properly. So while you are doing other things, like other person must be staring at the screen thinking that you are going to message him even more. So please end your messaging in a very proper manner. So these are some of the basic etiquettes that everybody has to follow when they are on an instant messaging platform. Just like the Google Talk, we can also chat while we are in our Gmail account. So you have to use the chatting services of Gmail account. The same procedure follows, that is, you can do a video, you can do voice chat, you can do text chat, etc. But you have to use your Gmail account, and when you open up your Gmail account and sign into your Gmail account, a contact window will display on the left or the right hand side, and in that you can message whomever you want to. So this is another important chatting or instant messaging software, that is the Gmail. You can also use the Yahoo Mail for instant chatting. So here this is the a Gmail account which looks like once you can check your mails also at the same time, and at the same time you can do a chat service also available with the Gmail account. In that also you can chat with whoever is available to online at that point of time. You can also do chat using a Yahoo Messenger. What you need to do is you need to download and install the Yahoo Messenger application onto your computer, onto your laptop, desktop or mobile. You have to create a Yahoo Mail account, and in that mail account you will have a lot of contact lists, and similar to doing chatting in your Gmail account, you can also use your Yahoo Mail account and invite people to have a chat with you. You can also source your contacts from Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, Gmail, Hotmail, and you can import them into these different services, and you can keep a contact list with them. You can also try other chat services like the MSN chat service, Rediff, Siphi. All these are the different chat messages or instant messaging softwares available. So I hope you have understood this session on what is instant messaging and how we can instantly send all the different types of documents, video and audio chatting and video calling, conferencing, etc. using instant messaging softwares. Thank you.